just a few preparatory drawings. I'm looking very carefully now at the actual shadow shape. So we know we're going to have the shape of the background. We know we've got the shape of the hair, the shape of the light side of the face. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to go with that. That's me with a little, let me just put a little bit of raw sienna in there and see. Okay, so we'll just put in this, it might be kind of there. And just, let me have a look at that. I don't mind that necessarily as an adventure in painting. Darkest of the darks. So this is really the shadow of the central lobe of the mouth. Just complete this. Not much too red, but I'm going to just go with it. We've mixed up essentially a light orange, red and yellow. This white's a light orange. So we're just going to add a little bit of blue, and that blue, you can see that just dulls that color. Let's just have a look. I'm going to go with that, I think, for the minute. I've just got this on my brush, and so I'm just sort of going with it. So I'm going to just block it in. I can always come back and finesse it. Actually quite a strong half tone leading into that shadow. And I might just redden that half tone a bit and use that to put in this lip, this top lip. I'm going to put the light on there, on the top lid. That is the whole point of this stage of the painting. Now you can take your time and put down a layer, and there's no law about what layer you have to put down. Just to get back to the formal elements of painting, this is really all about edges. That's inelegant here. That's no good. I just want to get a really rich feel on this turn. I'm simply asking myself, does it need to be yellower, redder or bluer? I think it needs to be redder. Let me just put a bit of this down. Dark. So we just want to be a little bit darker, maybe about here. This is a beautiful half tone potentially for this. Could run a bit of this down here as well, just to this, but I might just put a little bit of form on this. So this here is going to catch light, indicate more a little bit of this hair. I'm cheating a little bit using a bit of that orange because it's just a bit of a shortcut, and why not? The most beautifully painted ear in art, said Lucien Freud of Chardin's ear in the school lesson, I think, the reading lesson. So let's just see if we put this dark iris catching light. We'll see how this goes. So what's happening here, this is much lighter. A little bit of purple in that transition. Just want to massage that. I think. I mean, the gorgeous complexity of shadows is just something to behold. It's here. And then that feathers out as this goes up into the light. We've really got a layer of paint, 2 layers actually of paint over this entire painting. So it's a good time to have a look and see where we go from here. The thing with hair is funny. You really want to mainly think of the form, think of the shape, think of it as a shape. You can add a tiny couple of tendrils and it feels like you've painted all the hair sometimes. The most beautiful example of that being in the Rembrandt self-portrait that I often talk about, where the hair is just a grey cloud, and then he's gone in with the back of his brush. He was the first painter ever to do that, and put in a few squiggles that reveal the ground, and then a few highlights, and the hair's done. Yeah, I can just go in and shape this shirt a little more. Just a few little wispy things, perhaps. Let's see how that feels, this shape, and also the angles, to get this hair to feel like it's falling kind of naturally. I just want this to be a beautiful transition. And when I say transition, it's to control it so that it's a change, but the change is not too sudden. Just pointing out how important the palette is, because look at what I've got here. I've got my light, then moving through my halftones all the way to my shadow of my skin. You've got the brow ridge and the eyebrow all combining to give some quite lovely sort of effects in there. Even this one I think is too much now. And it bends from about here, and it bends out. I'm hoping I haven't overpainted it. Raw sienna and burnt sienna, just take a little. Let's try that. And then really sort of almost starts to get quite rosy. And the highlight of the nose comes obviously where all these planes are turning around, and it'll be up here, that highlight. So I want to put that in. Look at the half tone first. I think it's a very rich half tone, something like this. I just want this edge to be extremely soft, because that's going to do all sorts of good things. Perhaps a little bit more light in here, a little bit more light in there. You know, but generally, overall, I think we're close, if not complete. If you'd like to see a full version of this video, please go to my website. You'll also find other portrait and landscape painting videos, as well as my complete painting course, which is over 15 hours of theory and demonstrations of tonal paintings, color mixing, and a complete still life painting. So please check that out.